Hello, welcome to Kapow Toys Presents. I'm your host King Grimlock, and today we're going to be looking at Generations Dirge, the final of the Coneheads. Yes, finally, for those that couldn't afford to go to BotCon or pick up their Henky ones, we have our Conehead. And what a Conehead we have. Beautiful, much like Thrust before him. All of this paint and the plastic casting has now been done in this lovely sort of crystallized blue. It looks sensational. It looks gorgeous. It looks face copter syndrome, as it's commonly known. Now he looks the part. He is the same Seeker mold as he always was, you know, but he over the BotCon one he has the new wing shape, which is almost identical to his Generation 1 wing shape, and beautiful paint apps which put him in my eyes above the Henky one. Overall, on the vehicle mode, there's what's the point in talking about it too much, to be honest with you. There isn't really any point in talking about it much at all, because it doesn't really do anything. It is exactly the same as all the other ones, except for those new wings. What you do get, though, is a thoroughly successful Seeker. He looks the part with his brethren, and he is just overall a nice piece. If you don't know this mould by now, go and check out the Thrust review I did a few months ago, because that covers most of the details. But most of you will have one or another version of this mould, meaning that most of you will probably be wanting to pick this guy up anyway, regardless of what I say in this review. Flip flop flam. So I would thoroughly recommend picking up just for this mode, but we're all here for the robot. Let's robotize. I mean transform, of course. And Dirge in his robot mode, doing everything that you'd expect this mode to do, which is, you know, let's be fair, brilliant. I mean, you know, I don't really need to say too much else. There are a few minor quibbles I have, as I will always have with any toy, I reckon. One, what the insignificant little Decepticon symbol. Admittedly, the two massive ones on the wings are kind of the giveaway, but I don't know, maybe something a little brighter, maybe something a little bigger. It's just me, I know, it's just me being difficult. But because there is no wing to show it off, I guess that is my concern. Second little quibble is, I've always been a Dirge fan with bombs, not guns. I actually have two of the ramjet rockets, the big bombs. I'm just going to paint up black and stick in there instead. It's only a minor thing to do. I preferred the BotCon one that came with it. But my biggest quibble, and something that I have only recently worked out, is these whip-back wings. Now, the joints that they're on here kind of really take some effort to get into place, and without them getting into place and moving them out of the way, the arms are pushed forward and don't really fit in. It's weird, and it does take a bit of doing, but if you have had problems where it's like, oh, my Dirge arms aren't, you know, fitting in, have a look at those, because I've managed to get them twisted the wrong way before. They don't fit in properly. And you do sit there and get very frustrated by the entire thing. Because they're such stubby little wings, you kind of get confused by it. Well, I do anyway, that's because I'm a bit thick. Mine also has terrible QC on it, because there is a streak of black paint that runs all the way across the crotch plate. Just lazy, dumb, should have been checked, shouldn't have even come out the damn factory. But, you know, the fact that we even got this toy is a bonus, so I'm not going to moan about it that much. Overall, Dirge is a fantastic addition to a fantastic looking Seeker collection so far. He has completed his Conehead brethren. We are finally there with all three of them, and he looks the absolute part. You know, he looks sensational as a member of the three, but more so as a member of the six. We finally have all six in one form or another. Well, universe we don't anyway. We finally have the majority of the Seekers in an affordable line. Unfortunately, there is always the one difficult one who makes himself late to the party. Will we ever see him in the line? Well, supposedly, according to Hasbro, then we won't, because the mould has been retired. Stand up yourself. The mould has been retired due to quality control issues, and the quality control issues do shine through in the guns. They don't fit as snugly as they used to with the original releases, the likes of Skywarp and Ramjet and the original Starscream. But we've now had 7 of this mould just in the Classics Universe Generations line. You whack in the 3, 6 versions of it, 7 that we've had in the Henky line, the 3 from the BotCon line. you know, all of a sudden it starts to mount up and you can see why there may have been QC issues. Will we ever get a Thundercracker, a proper Thundercracker? Who knows? Hopefully one day we will. Anyway, this has been King Grimlock. This has been the simply fabulous Dirge. Go and get one. Do yourself a favour. Finish your Seekers off as far as they can go for now. We will see you next time.